Hey, welcome to the show. I'm Mead. This is Steve, and we're doing a review of New Moon, which is the second part to a four-part story. Twilight, first part.
Twilight Saga.
Twilight Saga, yeah. Fantasy romance involving a girl and her love for a vampire, and an accident happens which causes Edward to leave and leaves Bella by herself and finds out that her best friend is a werewolf and he protects her.
Yeah, this is definitely a chick movie. Got a lot of... Theater was pretty crowded and a lot of the girls were doing a lot of
half the time you couldn't even hear what they were saying on the film because they're tweens like yelling
screaming at the
every time they saw
naked guys.
Jacob Black's body. I'm just like,
yeah,
I got it, okay.
And they were also laughing at all the lame jokes. The jokes are so weak.
All the puns.
Yeah,
there were a lot of puns in this movie.
Oh, somebody let the wolf out of the bag. That's not funny.
No, that's not funny.
Everybody's laughing at it. It's so stupid. I didn't laugh a single time in this movie.
I thought the dad was funny.
I think the dad,
he was okay.
I'm pretty sure, he's a confirmed bachelor with that mustache. I'm not saying anything, but yeah. There's a lot of slow motion moping about with the Bella character. That was so boring. It was just boring. The werewolves are cool. I like the werewolves.
Yeah, I like werewolves more than vampires.
Are 1,000 times cooler than vampires.
And I liked how they turned into a wolf instead of being like a wolf man.
Oh, I like the wolf man.
Just
it was cool, but I like Wolfman. So Wolfman's got nards. Don't forget it. I don't think there was nearly enough wolf on vampire action in this movie. I wanted to see some serious battles. And there's one where a pack of werewolves are attacking a vampire, and it hardly shows any of the battle. I want to see that. I don't want to see, this emo human sitting around
complaining. Are you talking about
just
Bella?
Whining, yeah.
Whining the whole time about her lover's gone? She
sits around for months, apparently. It doesn't move. She just sits there and stares out the window. Who cares? This is so lame. The only time the movie actually started getting cool is when they go to the Vampire Council thing.
Volturi.
And then it started getting interesting, but that's for about 5 minutes, and then it's over, and it goes back to the slow motion, whining.
Kristen Stewart is in this movie. She plays Bella Swan. She's not a terrible actor, but I don't think that she was the best person for this role. I think they should have got someone hotter, maybe. I don't know. Let's edit that.
No, I think she was perfect for this role. She sucks, and her character sucks. She should just get naked, so I have,
Yeah, it was PG-13 though, Steve, so.
Well, they had enough half-naked guys in it.
That's true.
You're not going to show some titties?
No.
This movie sucks.
It was a little too long. It was like, what?
Oh, it was so long.
It was 2 hours long or something.
It should have been half an hour.
They did a good job, with this one compared to the first Twilight.
Oh, did you see the first one?
I have seen it.
Yeah.
Because I remember hearing, the first one wasn't that good.
Mm-hmm.
Critics didn't really like it that much. This movie is highly anticipated, so I'm sure it's going to, make twice the amount of what their budget was. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty positive.
The budget must not have been very high because the CG in this movie is terrible.
It's pretty bad. There's one scene with when the so-called pack is on the cliff.
Yeah.
And you can just
tell
he jumps
off the cliff?
Yeah, you can just tell it's a terrible...
And man, I didn't see the first one, so I don't know how it compares.
This one is... I'm not going to lie, this one is actually a lot better than the first movie, Twilight. Robert Pattinson, not a good actor for me. He kind of has a big head, I feel like.
Who is that? Is that the Edward guy?
That was Edward guy.
Yeah, he looks like the son of Frankenstein.
Yeah,
he looks like a vampire at all.
He could easily play Frankenstein if they were making Frankenstein movie.
Sucks.
Or Young
you
Frankenstein.
Suck.
and
Frankenstein.
he said this really enormous head, and his body was super small. It was freaking me out. I didn't mind it so much, actually. It was a little boring, and it only picked up like halfway through when like shit really hit the fan. But
yeah, shit hit the fan. It's so boring. Even the shit hitting the fan is boring.
You want to talk some more about this? Want to go ahead?
I just thought it sucked. I wish we saw what was that movie called? Face Punch. I want to see Face Punch.
Oh, that they talked about.
Is in the movie. It looks so much better than the movie we're actually watching.
Yeah.
With the explosions and stuff.
Steve, obviously.
Give me some explosions, something. God, it was so boring. And she's like running around in the forest and slow and crying.
I mean, I give this movie a C. It wasn't terrible. I mean, I think Steve hated it.
I would love to give this movie an F. I think it fails. But I'm actually going to give it a D because I know, the girls that were in the audience were having a great time.
Yeah.
So it has its audience, but that audience is not me.